LEGO Dreams, released in mid-2023, is LEGO's newest flagship theme, looking to compete with LEGO's biggest and best, but most likely LEGO's premier action-adventure theme, Ninjago. In this video, I want you to come along with me as I take a look at all that LEGO Dreams has to offer, from the sets to the TV show and more, as I seek to answer the question of how long does LEGO Dreams have left? What's up LEGO fans, it's LEGO Man Cam, and I had COVID the past 2 weeks for the first time ever, and it really sucked. I'm feeling a lot better now, but please do stick with me just over the next couple of weeks as I get things back on track. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be covering everything to do with LEGO Dreams, and to see whether this LEGO theme will last the test of time, or become yet another failed theme, alongside Chima, Nexo Knights, and Hidden Side. So to kick us off, let's start by looking at the initial wave of sets that first launched in August of 2023, but make sure to watch the full video as I have found some pretty alarming evidence that may signal the end of the theme, which I'll get to a bit later on. The first wave consisted of 11 sets, a pretty massive launch for a brand new LEGO theme. The sets were the Dream Village, Izzy and Bunchu the Bunny, Mateo and Z-Blob the Robot, Grimkeeper and Cage Monster, Mrs. Castillo's Turtle Van, Pegasus Flying Horse, the Crocodile Car, the Stable of Dream Creatures, Mr. Oz's Space Bus, the Fantastical Treehouse, and the Nightmare Shark Ship. Now, the sets all either featured a mishmash unique design representing something that was dreamed up by the lead characters, or they took a more dark and evil black and dark pink nightmarish build. Personally, I think the best set here has to be the Nightmare Shark Ship. It just looks so amazing, and as a big Ninjago fan, it almost is like an anti-Destiny's Bounty. Now, something special about all these Dream sets is that they are all actually at least 2-in-1s. So just with the Nightmare Shark Ship as an example, since we already looked at that one, you can disassemble the rocket boosters and actually turn them into wheels to make this more of a land shark, which again obviously ties into the whole dream aspect of the theme, allowing you to have a bit of creativity and imaginative play, which is something that LEGO is known for always trying to incorporate in their products. So now that we have taken a look at all of the sets from the first wave, let's take a look at the whole theme altogether and discuss what LEGO Dreams is really all about. Mainly, LEGO Dreams focuses on Mateo, Izzy, Cooper, Logan, and Zoe, who all enter the dream world and essentially make their dreams come to life, where the evil Nightmare King seeks to corrupt the dream world and obviously fill it with nightmares. Now, this feels like much more of a childish theme rather than something like Ninjago or even Nexo Knights. However, the creative director for the theme, Sarim Manovi, I may be pronouncing that name wrong, I apologize, he did explain that the theme was designed to help children deal with bad times during their lives, using the characters facing their nightmares as a metaphor for children in their real lives, making them less afraid to go ahead and tackle problems and be able to tackle them head on. I think that really is an important message, and it is nice to see that the LEGO designers are thinking of these things when designing these themes. Surprisingly, the theme was actually in development since 2019. Therefore taking 4 years to get out of the design studio and actually getting sets onto store shelves. The theme is said to have been inspired by Hidden Side, Nexo Knights, Video, Ninjago, and Elves. Season 1 of the TV show, which is called Trials of the Dream Chasers, had 20 episodes split across 2 parts, with part 1 airing in May of 2023 and part 2 in August. Now, I personally haven't seen all of the show and I don't have enough time to go ahead and watch all the episodes, but I did watch the first episode of the first series and it was fine. The show is currently sitting on a 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb. However, the ratings and reviews for season 2, which we'll get up to in a minute, are looking much more favorable than season 1. So it does seem as though LEGO may be finding their footing here. If you have watched season 2 and season 1 of the show, let me know in the comments below what you actually think of it. Anyway, so after 2023, the theme continued into 2024. However, only 5 sets were launched in the January wave, which is a pretty small wave compared to the first one, and a number of these sets are actually really small as well. We had Mateo's off-road car, Izzy's Narwhal hot air balloon, Mr. Oz's space car, Zoe and Xian the cat owl, and the Sandman's tower, being the biggest set of the wave at $90. Overall, looking at this second wave, it is definitely a really weak one. Sure, the 2 smaller sets are fine and the Narwhal looks decent enough, but the space car and the cat owl just look really weird to me. The Sandman's tower looks kind of cool as well, and I like the giant cogs that you can see sticking out from either side. Thankfully, the third wave of sets, released in August of 2024, so released just really recently, were a major improvement on that second wave, featuring 8 sets but a really awesome new storyline revolving around the minifigures. Each main character now has an antithesis with an anti-version. So instead of Izzy, there is now Dizzy, or instead of Mateo, there is now Mad Teo. These figures all look really deluxe, being color swaps with the original characters, but many of them featuring a lot of dual molded legs and new molds such as Cooper's hat hair combo or even Mateo's puffer jacket. Anyway, the sets that we got in this third wave for August 2024 were the Neverwitch's Midnight Raven, Zoe's cat motorcycle, Logan, the Mighty Panda, Izzy's Dream Animals, the Neverwitch's Nightmare Creatures, Cooper's Robot Dinosaur C-Rex, Mateo and Z-Blob, the Night Battle Mech, and then Castle Nocturnia. Now, a number of these sets are actually super noteworthy. Firstly, let's take a look at the panda. The dome piece that they use for the face looks so cool, and I just love that it has kind of a mech design for it, and the color scheme of it really speaks to me. I'm definitely looking to pick this one up if I can find it for a good price. Cooper's C-Rex also looks pretty menacing, although the color scheme does make it seem pretty jumbled, even though it's obvious that that's what they were going for, with a kind of Junk Junction look to it. The Z-Blob Night Battle Mech is super imposing, with 3 different builds. You have the main mech, you then have a smaller one with some big shoulder thrusters, and then one of my personal favorites, it's a massive centaur looking mech with a giant lance built into its arm. Castle Nocturnia is then the biggest set of the entire theme, retailing for $200 USD, and again, a super interesting build, being able to be flipped into 3 different positions, changing which tower is the focal point of the build. I would love to build this one day, as I think it would just have some really interesting build techniques. So all of those are the LEGO Dream sets that we know of for now. However, there is a polybag which recently got leaked that gave us our first look at Season 3, which is continuing on into 2025, where the theme is going to be getting digitalized with a seemingly video game inspiration. The polybag features Cooper's flying controller, which has him fighting what looks to be some kind of black and white spider build as well, which probably hints at the villains for the next season. Anyway, let's now get into the main topic of discussion for the video, which is of course, how long does LEGO Dreams have left? But just quickly, if you do enjoy the videos on my channel, please subscribe. It really helps out, and it helps a small and brand new LEGO channel grow. Anyway, currently based on what I'm seeing, things aren't looking too good for the theme. Let me first just show you this. I managed to pick up Izzy's bunny the other day for $8. I got Mrs. Castillo's van for just $20, the crocodile car for also just $20, I got Izzy's narwhal for $5.50, and the biggest discount was the Sandman's tower for just $30. Now, you cannot tell me that if a theme is selling well, sets would be going out on clearance like this, with even sets like Sandman's Tower and Izzy's Narwhal that released at the beginning of this year and are now being on clearance for more than 66% off. Now, this may just be the Australian landscape, which is where I'm from, and maybe the theme is doing better overseas, but just taking a look online at some of the Dream sets that released in August, here in Australia, they are already on clearance. Most notably, the Z-Blob Night Battle Mech is already discounted down to $80 here. Now, yes, I am converting the Australian AUD prices over to USD, just as most of my viewers are from the US, so it does help with the conversion and makes it easier for you to understand. So with the theme now entering its 3rd year, as we know it will be from various different leaks, let's compare it to some other LEGO themes that were in a similar position. Firstly, let's take a look at Shima. Shima had 3 years and that was it. It had 3 main seasons that ran from 2013 to 2015. Or even let's look at LEGO Nexo Knights, which had 2 main television show seasons. However, it did have a 3rd series of sets released on shelves, but there was no TV show to ever come out, and those final 3rd year sets were all retired just 6 months after release. Or even LEGO Hidden Side, a theme that was said to have directly inspired this theme, that's pretty quickly been forgotten, only lasted 2 seasons, which would have ended around the time that LEGO Dreams was first being worked on, around 2019. So with that being said, where does this leave us with LEGO Dreams? As this is interestingly the first theme that I've made one of these kind of failed videos on before the theme is actually over. Now, of course, I don't have any raw sales data or any explicit information to back up anything that I've said here. I would love to hear in the comments below what the LEGO Dreams landscape is like in your countries. Are these sets sold out? Can you not find them? Are they all at full price? Or are they really big shelf warmers like they are here, even though they're on clearance? In all honesty, I do love the look of the theme and the minifigures and the sets. They've done a really great job here, but it just seems like it's targeted at a much younger age demographic, which is totally fine. However, if it doesn't result in sales due to being a more polarizing theme as compared to something like Ninjago, it begs the question, how long does LEGO Dreams truly have left? I would have to give it 1 more year, and unless things make a drastic turnaround with Season 3, I just don't see it surviving very long at all. If you did go on to enjoy today's video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps a small channel grow, and I will make sure to see you guys in the next video.